Once an elderly woman entered a small cozy restaurant. Her clothes were old and dirty, and her hair was a mess. She headed to the restroom, but first stopped in the lobby, looking at the photos of the restaurant staff. When she got out, she looked at the photos again and then left. The next day, the situation repeated. When the woman came on the third day, the restaurant staff began to look at her with suspicion. The next day was Saturday, and the cafe was full of customers. Therefore, all employees came to work, including the senior manager Kevin. In the afternoon, the door opened, and the same old woman in her dirty clothes came in. She stopped again at the wall of photographs. At that moment, the manager approached her. "Ma'am, I have to ask you to leave," he said. "The toilet is only for our visitors. I just want to wash myself," the old woman answered him. "We value the reputation of our cafe and do not want to turn it into a shelter for the homeless," said the young man. Tears welled up in the woman's eyes. "Okay, I'll go," she answered and headed to the exit. However, she stopped at the door. "Before I leave, I want to ask you one question," she said, looking into the manager's eyes. "Okay," he agreed reluctantly. "Have you ever wondered if your mother is proud of what you're doing here?" the old woman asked. "I don't know," the young man replied with difficulty, choosing his words. "I grew up in an orphanage and never knew my mother. Sorry for being rude to you. Would you like to have a cup of coffee on the house?" "Thanks a lot. Actually, I was coming here every day because of you. When you've started working here, the cafe has changed for the better. I just want you to know that your mom is proud of you," the woman replied. "How do you know this?" the manager asked in surprise. "Because I'm your mother," the old woman replied. She told her story. The fact was that she had to leave her son in an orphanage because she could not provide him with a good life. And after a few years, having saved some money, she came to search for him. She found out that he was working in a restaurant, so she visited all the cafes in the city to find him. Hearing her story, the young man burst into tears and hugged his mother.